pile number 1. Welcome to your pile. Here are your lover messages for the day. And so I can't help but notice that the first card that I'm drawn to is the Fool card in reverse. And I'm seeing a mirroring effect when it comes to the dynamic that when it's coming to the dynamic that I'm picking up. I'm seeing that both parties feel a level of helplessness, not as hopeful as you were in the beginning when you walked towards this connection, or maybe just in life. I'm just picking up a level of disappointment and like almost like all the excitement that they had about their life and moving forward. They're feeling like it didn't turn out like they had hoped. Yeah, I think they were, I don't necessarily, the energy that I'm picking up for the Fool card, I want to say, I don't know if it's you or the individual that you are speaking about, but I just see this person felt very eager, very go-lucky, very confident in their abilities to go towards new directions, new experiences, new people. But I think whatever has happened, I feel like this person's feeling not as confident as they once did. I'm also seeing this dynamic of in this card, I'm seeing it as a dynamic between, I'm just picking up lovers, I'm picking up exes, I'm picking up a lover chaser dynamic. I think this person was used to being adored and chased, and now they no longer feel that way. I see that the roles have switched. Now they're longing for the other one and want to chase, but I'm just picking up that they have like an avoidant attachment. So instead of actually coming forward to this person and changing the dynamic, changing their fate between this person, they'd rather mope about it, they'd rather drink about it, cry about it, complain about it, keep it internal. And yeah, because I just see this cat focusing on their drink, and in this one I don't feel like they're happy. I actually feel like they're sad, they're reminiscent of what they feel that they've lost with this person, like all the happiness, like the flowers in the background, the rainbow in the background, like they're not on that path, they're on a different path. And like I see a lot of water around them, so I just feel like, yeah, they're not very happy with how things have turned out between these two lovers, this dynamic. And this is the King of Swords, but I just based off the imagery and the energy that I'm receiving, it's a very strong feminine energy, and so I feel like this would be representative of the feminine energy in this dynamic, either you or them. But I'm just seeing, yeah, with the moons and the flowers on the clothing, the armor, I feel like you've learned a lot from this connection. You've learned a lot about yourself. I think you've realized a lot about this other energy, this Fool energy. I think whoever I'm speaking about, this King of Swords, I'm just picking up that yeah, they're standing firm in what they now know about themselves, what they've found about themselves, like their inner strength, their beauty, their wisdom. They're holding on to all of that, and they will, they'll cut anybody that tries to, take them down from their throne. They've rightfully yeah, they've gone through a lot of changes. You know, they've gone through a lot of experiences that have made them strong in their convictions about themselves. And I think there's a lot of experiences with this and this dynamic that has given them strong convictions about the other person that they're dealing with. Like, they can no longer be deceived. Yeah, and in El Maestro, in this card, with it being in reverse, I feel like, yeah, whoever this male energy is, I feel like I see a dynamic of juggling. I see a dynamic of being indecisive, or there was a dynamic of being, or yeah, there is a dynamic of being indecisive. But I think things are very clear to this person now, like which path they should have chosen, which person they should have chosen. I just see that they're seeing that they had choices, and I feel like they're realizing that they always went with, they were really hasty, they were really brash, they went with passion. As much as they like pride themselves, I feel like, on being a logical person, an intelligent person, I'm just picking up very very intensely that, yeah, they picked a lot of lust, a lot of desire, a lot of impulsivity, a lot of instant gratification, like that's a lot of what they were seeking. And I'm seeing, I can't help but looking at the blue, and I just feel like they didn't pick a lot of the emotional, when they didn't follow their emotional intuition, they didn't follow what was best for them in the end. And I think they're feeling that repercussion of all those choices now. Yeah, I'm seeing that they're in this card. It's more clear than ever what cup they wanted to pick. I think everything is much clearer to them now. That time has passed. They're saying that they have everything. Well, seemingly, outwardly, they have everything they could have wanted. You know, they're clothed, they're not starved. They have a home, they have abundance, but they don't have that. I just see a lot of solitary energy. And so I don't feel like they have the right person to share that with. And I just can't help but feel like they released you. And when I see the butterfly, I'm just thinking of like you were like one of a kind to them. And I see that at one point you offered them a lot of your love, a lot of your patience, a lot of your time. You wanted to uncover them. You had the mental and emotional capacity. I see that you weren't just a person that would connect with people over superficial things. I think you are a warrior in life yourself. I think you've had experiences that have made you see past external things in people. I think you look for a lot more depth in people, and I feel like you felt that with this person. I also feel like there was a similarity in your spirits. When I look at this Fool card, I feel like you guys were both willing to venture into new areas in life. You guys are both creatives, almost like gypsy spirits. I feel like there was a lot, I think, at the time when I feel like this energy, whoever this energy is, this feminine energy, it's in reverse now, so I feel like, yeah, you've retreated, you've taken back all your cups, and you're pouring it into yourself now. Yeah, because I feel like you walking away from this situation, you realized how out of balance you were within yourself. I think you see that the dynamic was not equal, it was not reciprocal. They stole a lot of your peace, a lot of your... I feel like you had a level of discernment, but I think this person really made you understand what that meant for you when it came to being discerning in relationships, not just romantically, but with people in life in general. Yeah, I just see you slowly taking back your power and the time that you've spent separated from this individual has been for the betterment of your life, for your higher good. I think you feel more I feel like you feel more connected to yourself than you ever have. Yeah, I feel like a part of you has really left this person and this connection behind, but I also feel like a part of you is still very much kind of hoping and longing for them to reach out, to apologize. You're hopeful that they see things differently. Give me one moment. I just want to get some more clarifiers here for us when it comes to this connection. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I feel like this is like a separation and no contact. I see very much so that this person feels blocked from your energy. Yeah, I feel like this person brought out a lot of fears and doubts in you. Yeah. I know, and it seems to me that you've realized your strength and your beauty and your capability in this process, in this relationship. And you were left feeling like everything that you were hopeful about turned into this fruitless dynamic. But instead of just staying in this energy, you decided to have a rebirth. You decided to make decisions more from an honest and authentic place, a more truthful place. I think you felt captive to a lot of the pain that you've been through. But with time, you have realized that you do have the freedom to release yourself from certain circumstances. And that maybe that decisions that you made weren't always for your best, for your highest good, but you've learned a lot of boundaries from those experiences. You have a new perspective and take on situations and people. You no longer believe what you just see externally. Like, you have a new level of wisdom where you make sure that you watch people for what they, not only what they say, but their actions. And I think now you don't see limitations any longer. You are seeing that you can create new shifts for yourself. You've had like a complete rebirth. Yeah, you know that growth means sometimes you have to leave behind what's no longer serving you, and so you called an end to this cycle. You wanted a transition. You knew it was time. Yeah, I felt like you felt chained to this person at one point. Like, you really did. Like, you longed for them. You really feel like you loved them, but I think you're just starting to see that, you know, as painful as it can be to acknowledge, I think you had a lot of you were very emotionally invested, more so than this person at the time. Like I said, I think they had a hard time staying loyal and making the choice to be loyal to one. I think they divided their energy a lot. I think they were afraid. They lived in like a lack mentality for sure. So I feel like it's hard to like. I'm just picking up that they like I said, they kind of. I don't know if the word is used, but I guess you could say that like they had a lot of dynamics going on where they felt each cup served a different purpose for them. What are the final messages for Kyle 1 and this dynamic? What are the final messages that we need to know, Spirit? What are the final messages that I need to know? Yep. Yeah, I mean, the truth is that there was disloyalty here. I feel like you feel like there was a level of misrepresentation on their end, this masculine's energy end. And I feel like you feel like it wasn't hard for you to zone in on them, to decide that it was them. I feel like you felt a lot of rejection from them, a lot of juggling from them. You wanted to stand out to them, and you kind of put your whole self-worth on that, for having them acknowledge that. But the truth is that they couldn't even properly recognize themselves. They were indecisive themselves. They're disloyal. So it's almost like no matter what they would have had, they would have been ungrateful. They just, doesn't matter how much they have. It's like if they don't have what they want, right? This carnal, superficial desire, it's almost like nothing else is of value to them, kind of. Well, not kind of, like, I'm picking up that energy for sure. Like, there's a selfishness, and yeah. I think they feel like they've had victories, but the truth is what they've had to do to receive that victory has been shady. Like, they've stolen from people, they've hurt people, they've caused unnecessary conflict, they've self-sabotaged other people, they've created conflict and arguments that didn't need to be created, they stirred anxiety in other people, they triggered people to feel like worthless if they weren't the ones giving them attention, and at one point they really strived off of that energy. That made them feel like the bigger person, that fed their ego. I'm just seeing that. And so unfortunately I feel like that was a dynamic here. Like, you fed a part of you were just the way you were giving, the way you were loving, the way you were giving them attention, the emotions that you were expressing towards them, the way you were choosing to express it, came from a very pure and playful and loving and caring place. But for them, that just fed their ego. They kind of, just like I said, they kind of expected that from a lot of different people in their life, and so they almost didn't value what you were giving. First, picking up the deep, I know it's hard to say this, but it's like they did not value what you gave them. Yeah, you were so patient. And I think for a long time you were timid in expressing yourself with this person, telling them, giving them your 2 cents. I think they felt like they hid a lot from you, but the truth was that you were always ahead of them. You always had this feeling about what they were doing and the truth of who they were, that they were a greedy person, they were a selfish person, they weren't imperfect. But I'm seeing now, you're no longer feeling victimized or imprisoned by them. You're not putting any of your self-worth into this person or into any romantic or friendship or familial connection anymore. Like, you're not seeking external validation. Like, you were totally walking into your own boldness, into your own personal power. And you've always handled it in the way too, where you realize that it requires a balance. Like, you don't step on other people to get to where you want to be. You realize that there's a unity in humanity that we need to honor, and you don't belittle people and take advantage of people and sabotage other people and hurt other people to get what you want. Yeah, you don't compete with anybody else but yourself. You persevere for yourself. Yeah, I just feel like you leaving this connection behind was necessary. Yep. And I'm going to end it on the Queen of Cups. It says, be open to receive the healing and the nurturing that you need. You've acknowledged that this person was never going to give you the love and the nurturing and the healing and the peace and the compassionate energy that you needed. You have really, this circumstance has really made you find yourself again, and has allowed you to feel a level of completeness that I don't think you've ever felt in your life before. And you're starting to see all these positive things that you embodied. Like I said, maybe this person did not see that themselves, I mean, you know, or the truth is that they did, and they took advantage of it, and they abused it, but they made you feel like they didn't see those things because that gave them the upper hand in their mind. And I'm saying that you don't need them to acknowledge all the beautiful things that you are. Like, you are compassionate, you are creative, you are imaginative, you can be calm, you're super receptive, you're not judgmental, you're very good natured, you're a very good soul. Yeah, you have walked away because you're searching for your riches that you've always wanted, and you're saying that it's not going to be provided by another person but by yourself. And that's a really beautiful energy to be in, to be your own magician, to be your own queen or king. Like, again, like, you standing on your worth and your value, and not letting anybody make you question your form or who you are. Like, you are very much standing in your own unique energy. You're no longer waiting for anybody. Like, you are saying that you have everything that you could need in your path, and I see that you are not going to stop until you accomplish more of what you hope for in your life. You're not done. You're not done dreaming, and not only that, you don't just stop at dreaming. Like, you're not done at organizing and putting actual plans behind your dreams to make sure that they're accomplished. You have more successes in your path based off of who you are and your energy. Like, you're never gonna stop for anybody. You're never gonna be stunted by anybody. All right, pile one, that is the messages that I received for this pile. I really hope that they resonated. If any of this resonated, please leave me a comment. I would love to respond and to hear your experiences. And please, if you feel like you're a part of this soul tribe, please feel called to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today, and I'm sending you off with love and light. Peace. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your pile, and these are your lover messages for today. And so what I'm immediately picking up on when I look at this Hangman card, this Ace of Pentacles card, they're almost alike, honestly, to me. In this moment, I see that this person, whatever energy that we're picking up on, I'm seeing that they wanted the best of both worlds. They were acting like the fool. They were juggling. They thought that they were in control. They thought that they were the puppet master. They thought they were playing with fire. They thought nobody was noticing, that they had the upper hand. Yeah, I'm just saying that energy. Like, when I look at this card, yeah, like, they didn't want to leave one for the other. They wanted to have both. They wanted to have all of it. They wanted to have everything if they could possibly have it and not lose anything. So it's like a huge, like, hoarder. It's like a hoarder, and the word I'm picking up is like a hoarder of energy. And so I just feel like they felt that a lot they've done that a lot with people. There's this double energy that exists in them. Like I said, the feeling like they're pulling strings, like, yeah, like seeing the smirk on this double card, and I'm right here too. Yeah, I feel like that's how they would feel, almost like when they felt like they were getting away with whatever they were hiding from other people. Like, they felt a level of satisfaction. They no longer do, by the way. Looking at these cards in reverse, I think they did. I think they felt like hot shit, that they were able to they felt like they never got caught. But that's not the truth. Like, when I see this illumination behind this cat, I feel like all their choices and their actions have caught up with them. People are starting to see them as they really are. There's no more level of deception, like they thought they had a mask that they thought they had. Yeah, like, all their choices are coming to haunt them and come back to them. Like, all that pain that they put outwardly they are experiencing. And I think they're saying, I'm taking this as you. Yeah, I feel like they feel like you're being rewarded now. Like you are being given everything you could have possibly wanted, and then this is what they're getting. And oh shit, where did it go? Okay, well, the other card that had all the swords and the animals coming at this person while they were sleeping, I feel like, yeah, I feel like they're seeing the opposite effect for you. Like they're just seeing that you're living in abundance now. You're looking beautiful. Yeah, you're abundant. But like when I look at this card, I think you're the one person that, you know, you weren't trying to play a game. You don't want to feel a deep connection with you. They have, and they do, and it's lingering, and it's in their energy, and it's like you have made such core memories with this person. Because you knew this person for some time. This wasn't just an experience that was a few months or weeks. I'm picking up that you've known this person for years. But unfortunately, like, it was dry and nothing ever solidified. Sorry, okay, I'm jumping everywhere, but yeah, like I'm saying now, they're crying over spilled milk. They're crying over you because they thought that they had every little option that they could have ever wanted, right? That they had this feast and unlimited resources, and they felt so powerful, but it was all a facade, you know. Because now, when I look at this one cup, you know, when I see him like reaching that cup up, I feel like he realizes that there was only one thing he really wanted, and he can no longer have it. And when I go back to this card, yeah, I just feel like as much as you wanted growth out of the situation, they've always been like this with everyone. They're like, what is mine, and what is yours. Like they create a divide. See, and what's on their end is it's dry, it's concrete, it's emotionless. There's no greenery, no trees, no life. You know, they're very just an absorbed person. They're more absorbed in themselves than anything. And they're seeing what that's led them towards. It hasn't led them to anything of value. Yeah, I just see they observe other people on the outside, and they see that they have yeah, like yeah, I see that they have evil eye almost towards people who have what they want or what they wanted in life, but they're not. Seems like they're not really taking accountability and the way that they're not admitting where they were immature and where they were selfish and where they didn't get what they wanted because they weren't willing to give up some things to receive what they wanted, right? Because it's like when you really want something, sometimes you have to let go of other things to receive what you really want. And that's okay, because if that's really what you want, those other things they're not in comparison to what you're about to receive. But like I said, I feel like this person wanted everything. They were selfish. They didn't want to like let anything go. But now, you know, all these lies that they've created, all this pain that they've inflicted, it's left them by themselves. It's left them bitter, and it's left them sad. Yeah, like when I look at the sun, I'm like, that's them. They're gloomy. They feel, yeah. And I keep seeing like double, like a mirrored kind of, like I just keep seeing that they wanted both. They didn't want to give up something to receive another, and now they've lost everything. Yeah, playing with fire, you know? Playing with fire, man. And all they had to do was make a choice, you know, and stick with it and believe in it and have faith that that was like what their soul wanted. But they're so out of touch with themselves emotionally that they couldn't see what they really wanted. Here, let me get some more clarifiers for us. Give me one moment. So can you please have some clarifiers for the second part? Some clarifying. Second part. Have some clarifying messages for the second part. Ooh. I'm picking up this person doesn't really express themselves, but when it's come to you, you've opened up like floodgates in them. Like they just wanna, oh, Yeah, it's not just about your dynamic, I think, in themselves. Like, it's just open up a floodgate of things in themselves that they realize that they've needed to heal. Now are they confronting it and actually doing it? I can't speak to that, but I'm just picking up that they're like a floodgate of everything right now. Of so many emotions. Yeah, they had hidden motives. Yep. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna like take out. Ooh, Holy Spirit. Here. Yep. Yep. Okay, and I mean, I'm not trying to be depressing here, but like, yeah, their hidden motives, their superficiality, their confusion, their ignorance, their manipulative nature, their fickle nature, their moodiness, their untruthfulness. Again, letting their primal natures take control, they are left with grief and loss and self-pity and despair and disappointment, and they feel like they've already lost so much. But it's like, the truth is that they've never really risked anything to receive what they really wanted. They don't yeah, like, I don't want to fucking downplay their pain and be mean to them, but it's just like, they've been very careless, and they've had hoarding is coming up again. Like, they're just a hoarder of things. They just did not want to make a decision. And like, of course, what did they think that was going to lead to? Them being selfish. It's just kind of like, you made these decisions, you created this anxiety, you created this anguish, and them not making a decision. And I think people wanted to believe that they were going to be chosen by this person, but the truth is that they never made a decision. And so in turn, that left other people feel hopelessness and a lot of self-worth issues. And now they're just feeling that the weight of the decisions that they've made. And they want to find help. I'm saying that they're feeling so out of control that they want to find some alleviation to this. They want to find some peace of mind. But I see that there's still a selfishness, and they're having a hard time finding the deeper meaning of all of this for themselves at this moment. And so right now they're just in a level of they're just in their grief right now. And I want to believe that they always put on the appearance that things will always be better or get better on their end. But the truth is they haven't really, they don't really believe that right now. They don't really believe in recovery right now and hope right now. They are very unfocused because of everything that they've, of the weight of everything that they've created in their own life. There's this anxiousness in them from everything that they've created. I just feel like there's this level of foolishness in them, this immaturity to them. Just thinking, whatever you could hoard as a human being when it comes to 3D materials, right? I think they thought they could have it all. But now they're seeing that they joke's on them, bro. Like, everyone sees them for who they really are. The truth has come out. Their trifling ass has been shown. Their mistakes are being aired. Yeah. Okay, let me get a little more clarifiers. Can I have a clarifier for group 2? May I have a clarifier for group 2? May I have a clarifier for group 2? Okay. I think all of these experiences, not just on your end, but their end, has been a very big spiritual awakening, a very big spiritual teaching. I see that both of you have responded. Like, yeah, you're both are feeling the weight of this this connection. I think it's helped you understand your beliefs better, your values better, your boundaries better. You hold so much divine wisdom, and throughout all the pain you've been through, despite all that, you still have so much kindness in yourself. This difficulty didn't have you just frozen. You were determined to find your direction again. To find, I feel like this catapulted you into really digging deep and recognizing who you really are, who you've always been, and also acknowledging who you want to be, and that's okay, that you want better for yourself. You're not striving for perfection. You never have. You've just always wanted to. You never wanted to lose sight of your optimism, of joy. I think you look at growth a lot differently now. It's not a competition. You've really walked into the path of experiencing what self-mastery means to you, because you have a lot of dreams. You've accomplished a lot of things. You have. And I'm just seeing this woman, despite all your pain that you've gone through, all the delays, these difficulties, these fears, these doubts that were existing in your head, you still found a way to give back to your community, to your family, to your loved ones, to your friendships, to your family. Yeah, I feel like this person's the opposite. I feel like they've had a lot of pride. Yeah, they don't want to show that vulnerable side to themselves. Yep, their strength has been tested for sure. Now they're feeling a level of resentment, and when it comes to the experiences that they've had. Excuse me. But again, this is by their own doing. Their selfishness, their conflictive nature, and not making a decision, and not wanting to risk anything, and wanting to have it all. They sabotaged a lot of things based off of that energy. They've created a lot of anxiety with other people, and in turn that's created anxiety in themselves and conflict in themselves. I think they used to feel a lot of pride, feeling like the victories that they have, it hasn't always been worth the price that they've had to pay, and they're seeing that now. They used to take pride in all the things that they had in their life, but they're starting to realize that it was built on a really it was built from a really cold and crass and negative place, and so it led them nothing good. In the moment, they felt like hot shit. They felt powerful, they felt in control, they felt egoic, they felt wanted, they felt desired, they felt like they were getting all the praise that they could have ever dreamed of. But they're seeing that they fooled themselves. They hurt themselves in this process. They sabotaged themselves. Everything that they received and they built in their life wasn't built upon fairness and honesty. Yeah, they're a selfish person. They wanted to be cared for, and yeah, they wanted all the luxuries of life. But the way that they went about it, they didn't want to put in the actual work that it takes to receive the actual abundance that they wanted. Again, they were very stuck on 3D shit. So they felt like because they had the new car, or they had the hot girl, or they had all the food, or the new awesome, their apartments in a good location, and they knew all these people, they're like, yeah, but what more could I want? And now they're realizing what they really wanted had to come with a lot of hard work, but they weren't willing to put in that hard work to receive that reward. Yeah. So they're left wondering what could have been, and they're in misery, and they're not feeling really hopeful right now. Yeah, again, they're too prideful to share their fears and their doubts and their worries, and to go to people who maybe, you know, and to reach out to get the actual help that they need to actually work through these problems. Yeah, I feel like they went away from responsibility, from healing. Yeah, but I feel like the universe has put them in this position where they have no other choice but to really reflect on their problems and see where they lacked empathy, see where they lacked mindfulness, see where they lacked harmony. Yeah, again, this level of selfishness, they wanted to be supported, but they didn't want to support others. They wanted people to be generous with them, but they didn't want to be generous. They wanted people to be considerate with them, but they didn't want to be considerate. And again, like, I think their calm exterior was very deceiving. Very deceiving. Yeah, they really do. They just lack courage. They're unreliable. They begin to have obsessions with material, like, again, with 3D shit. That's not, they think that that's going to bring them happiness, but it's like time and time again, it's like they have everything they could possibly want, but it's not really what they want. So then this is them at the end of the night. They're stubborn. They are stubborn. Let's see. Yeah. And I'm not picking up anything better for, oh man, what do I say? How do I say this? It's like, yeah, they're exhausted, they're tired, they feel stuck, they're reminiscing about what they could have done differently, and they're starting to see all the people that gave them love and compassion, and they had nothing to return to them, to give back to those people. Like, they're seeing how a lot of people reached out to them with that genuine nature of, like, love, and they took, and they were happy to take, like, but they didn't think that they needed to return anything to, yeah, there's a level of, like, where they, I don't know, there's vanity that exists in them. They were like, of course I deserve to be praised like this. I am special, I am unique. And it's like, okay, but what about that person offering that to you? Like, you know, they also want to be seen, they also want to be appreciated, they also want you to fill up their cup. Yeah, they haven't been very grateful and thankful in their life. Yeah, inside they're a really insecure person, a really disempowered person. Again, they operate and they go after things from a very vain place. They get distracted easily. They get led by desire and lust and temptation, and they're like, why do I have to pick out of all these cups? Like, why can't I have all of these? Like, you know, that's their shadowy side. They want it all. Yeah, but, you know, they're never gonna get really what they really want until they really open their heart and learn what, you know, the reciprocation that it takes. I'm sorry, I don't mean to leave it like that. I just want you to know, though, that you've made a lot of self-assessment from the situation. You no longer beat yourself. You no longer put your worth into how other people view you, and especially this person. Like, that's far gone. Like, you've given yourself your own atonement. You have given yourself purpose again. You have rejuvenated yourself. You have given yourself balance again. And you see that you can make all these choices, and I see that you've been protected through it all. And that you live from a really open space in your heart, and it's your time to receive love from others, because I see that you've always given your cup to others and more, and you'll continue to do that. because you are a balanced person in that nature. All right, pile number 2. Well, that's all the messages that I have for you today. I truly hope that they resonated, and if so, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe. That would mean so much to me, and I just want to thank you for allowing me to read your cards for today, and I'm sending you off with love and light. Peace.